Hi everyone, welcome back to my SQL placement series. In the previous video, we learned about employee-manager relationship and how to find the manager using this EMP table. We clearly understood how the MGR column is linked to employee number column and how that helps us to identify the manager. Now in this video, we are going to focus on case 2, that is finding employees, which means we will learn how to find the employees who are reporting to a particular manager. Many students get confused about what to select in the subquery, whether to use MGR or employee number. But don't worry guys, in this video I will make it very simple and clear for you. We will go step by step, understand the logic properly, and also solve questions based on this concept so that you can confidently answer similar questions in your exams as well as interviews. So make sure you watch this video till the end. So guys, let's get started. Before we move ahead, let's do a quick recap of what we learned in the previous video. We worked with the employee-manager relationship where we have an EMP table, the same EMP table which contains employee number, employee name and MGR. The important point is that the MGR column stores the employee number of another employee, which means it is a self-referencing column. Using this concept, we learned how to find the manager or reporting manager of an employee, and the key idea here was in the subquery we selected MGR to identify the manager. Now in this video, we are just reversing this logic. Instead of finding the manager, we will find the employees who are reporting to a particular manager. And here the main change will be what we select inside the subquery. Now let's understand this table properly because this is very important. Here we have an EMP table which contains 3 columns, that is employee number, employee name and MGR. Employee number represents the employee number, E-name represents the employee name, and guys here MGR, it represents the manager of that employee. Now one important thing you need to understand here is, please listen carefully, the values in the MGR column are not random numbers, they are actually employee IDs only. That means the employee number and MGR are from the same set of values. Let me explain this with a real example. In a company, every employee is given a unique ID, right? Now, managers are also employees of the same company. So even managers will have their own employee IDs. So what happens is, instead of storing the manager's name, we store manager's employee ID. So when you see MGR is equal to 3, it simply means the manager is the employee whose employee number is 3. So both employee number and MGR belongs to same table and same data, just used in different roles, one as employee and one as manager. So guys, now I can say that the MGR column stores the employee number of another employee from the same table. That means this table is linked to itself, which is why we call this as an employee-manager relationship. Let's understand this with an example from this table only. Alan has MGR 3, so we check employee number 3, that is James. So Alan reports to James. Smith has MGR 1, so Smith reports to Alan. James has MGR 2, so James reports to Smith. And King has MGR 3, so King reports to James. So basically, one employee can act as a manager for another employee, and everything is stored in the same table. The question is, find employees who are reporting to James. Guys, I always tell you that don't directly jump into writing query. First, understand what the question is asking us. We need to find employees who are reporting to James. So the first step is find James employee number. So from the table, we can see that James employee number is 3. Now think logically. If an employee is reporting to James, then their MGR should be equal to 3 because 3 is James employee number. So our condition should be where MGR is equal to 3. Now based on this, we will write the query. First, we write the inner query to find the employee number of James. That is, select employee number from EMP where ename is equal to James. Next, once we get employee number of James, then we give a condition where MGR is equal to 3, which is James employee number. Because we know that both MGR and employee number refers to same data. But instead of directly writing 3, we use subquery, which finds employee number of James. So the outer query will be select asterisk from EMP where MGR is equal to, here we write the subquery. Here we are selecting employee details, that is every column. That is why we use asterisk here. And we are getting the data from EMP table where MGR is equal to employee number of James. I hope you guys understood this. And how this query executes? Remember this, always the inner query executes first and then the outer query executes. So first, this subquery executes. It selects the employee number from this EMP table where the name is James. So 3 is employee number of James. So 3 is selected. Now this value 3 is passed to the outer query. Here it selects all the columns from the employee table whose MGR is 3. Basically, it filters every row in the table, keeping only those where the MGR column matches the employee number of James. Now, if we check the table, which employee is having MGR 3, that is Alan and King. And all the columns of these employees will be displayed because we have given select asterisk. So these are the employees reporting to James. Now to avoid confusion, I am giving you a simple comparison table, guys. Suppose if the question is asking to find the manager, then in the subquery we use MGR and in the outer query we match with employee number. And if the question is asking us to find employees, then in the subquery we use employee number and in the outer query we match it with MGR. So basically employee number and MGR always work in opposite direction and subquery gives the value, outer query matches it with the opposite column. So if you remember just this table, you can solve any employee manager question without confusion. So that's all for today's video, guys. In this video, we clearly understood the employee manager relationship and we learned how to find employees using subqueries, along with difference between finding a manager and finding employees. We also solved a question step by step and understood the logic, query writing and execution, which is very important for both your interviews as well as exams. Now to help you practice, I have posted 3 questions along with the table in the pinned comment section. Make sure you try them on your own and write your queries in the comments. I will personally check each and every one and reply. And if you have any doubts, feel free to ask in the comment section. I will definitely help you out. Also, I regularly share hiring updates in my YouTube shorts, so don't forget to check them and apply for relevant opportunities. If this video helped you, make sure you like the video, share it with your friends who are preparing for jobs or learning SQL, and save it for later revision. And don't forget to subscribe for more such SQL and placement related content. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.